Hello boys and girls, short follow-up video from the one that I did yesterday after my initial reactions to all the announcements in Blizzcon. Today we actually had the deeper dive, and that actually felt so much better than what we saw yesterday. Ian Hazikostas basically explained everything that was not explained on the day before in much more detail, and whatever questions he didn't answer, he put them into a light where it would make us know that they know about potential problems, they know what is coming, and the whole atmosphere, the whole vibe in the arena there felt like something that I haven't seen so far in BlizzCon, WoW, etc. So going through some of the changes very quickly. The Dwelves, we already spoke about those. He gave us more light on how they're going to work. Looks amazing. The warbands are awesome. Like, this single feature is basically enough for me to just hop in and get the expansion, because this is something that I was struggling with and I wanted for a very long time. So that's probably something that I'm most excited about. And this is basically just a small feature, so to speak. So yeah, that's actually amazing. The hero talents, they actually shed much more light on the hero talents. They showed all the possible variations with the hint that maybe they'll change and they're not final, but they let us know that every class is going to have some different minor specializations. So that's also something to be excited about. And he also presented in a way saying, okay, we know that if we keep adding nodes to the talent trees, that's going to be bad. And that's my main concern. That was my main concern in yesterday's video. So he didn't actually explain how they're going to solve this problem. Maybe just switching those hero talents and maybe not adding more. I'm not sure, but it kind of felt reassuring to know that they are aware of this problem and they have it at the back of their minds. So this gives me a little bit more confidence that whatever comes, it's going to be better, and we're not going to end up in a dead end or something like that. He even said, for example, at one point when he was talking about the changes to the Great Vault, how the PvP is not there anymore, he kind of said that, okay, if you do the 12s, now you can go and open the vault and be disappointed as the rest of the people who play M+ in Raid. So they're even aware that the Great Vault is probably not working as intended, and maybe we'll see some changes to that. Obviously not for the expansion launch, but maybe at a later point. I've read many interviews. They hinted that there's many features coming up. The cadence that they didn't give any specifics about, but many people are now speculating that it's going to be 18 months instead of the 24, which I think it's great because it's going to be faster, but not way too fast. Like, let's say an expansion every year. And that also means that if it's 18 months between expansions, the expansions are going to release in different times of the year. Because right now we're kind of used to having the expansion in somewhere between September and November, which is not bad, but in particular, there are certain events and certain periods in the year where you can play more, and then others where you cannot play so much. So from that perspective, if you have, let's say, an expansion release in March or something like that, that could probably end up being better for some people and worse for others. But anyway, I'm kind of excited about this because the end of the year is usually filled with like holidays, etc. So in my opinion, it's not the best time to release expansions, as people don't get that much time to play. So this is probably going to be shaking up a little bit. And then some of the other big announcements are cross-realm guilds and cross-realm mythic raiding as soon as the expansion launches. This is actually huge because my guild is basically dead. We couldn't get enough people to get into Mythic, and we couldn't actually raid Mythic at all in the beginning because there were restrictions preventing some of our friends from other servers to join us. So this is huge for me. It's going definitely into the right direction, and I even read an interview where they asked, okay, so this is great, but what about cross-region? And they said, okay, there's technical difficulties there that are even at a higher level, but I think they're even thinking about that. And maybe not many people are interested in this, but somebody like me who is in Europe and plays on US servers, this is something that is also on my wish list, probably one of the top items in my wish list. So it's good to know to see that they're thinking about all of these things. They're looking forward to fixing them. They kind of explained that, for example, the warbands is something that they wanted to do for a long time, and it's not that they just didn't want to implement that feature. There were a lot of technical difficulties based on how the game was done 10 years ago, etc. And now they're trying to tackle and handle all of those difficulties one by one, and potentially bring the game to a place where it should be. So the whole vibe, the whole explanation between their reasoning, the whole way that they're thinking, that was very positive, and that kind of upped and uplifted my mood quite a bit. Looking forward to, of course, the next expansion and whatever is up next with Midnight and the Fallen Titan. So yeah, just wanted to make this a little bit more uplifted video with the one compared to the one that I did yesterday. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. And of course, there's going to be much more information coming in the following weeks with many questions and streams being answered as they come. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.